Let's address the real problem first. When you open Cinema Studio in Higgsfield, it looks amazing, but also confusing. You see cinema cameras, dozens of lenses, focal lengths, aperture numbers, and the confusing part is you have to choose all of them at once. So most people guess, and guessing is why the image doesn't look cinematic. This video exists so that you never guess again. I'm going to explain what each option actually does, and then we'll build images together by choosing all four correctly, like a cinematographer, not a random clicker. Before we touch the tool, you need one simple idea in your head. Camera equals image quality and color behavior. Lens equals character and emotion. Focal length equals how close the viewer feels. Aperture equals what the viewer focuses on. Once this clicks, Cinema Studio stops being confusing. First, let's talk about the camera. Think of this as the brain of the operation. It decides how much detail and color we can actually see. If your goal is beautiful, believable cinema, you start here. The Arri Alexa 35 is the gold standard for skin tones. Faces look soft, natural, and expensive, exactly why it's Hollywood's favorite for dramas, fashion films, and emotional close-ups. If you want your AI character to feel human, Alexa is the safest bet. Then there's the Sony Venice, a beast built for scale. It's insanely good with highlights and shadows, which is why movies like Top Gun Maverick trusted it for extreme lighting and fast action. Pick Venice when you want bold contrast, powerful mood, and cinematic intensity. When detail matters, these cameras dominate. The RED Red Raptor shoots in ultra-high resolution, making every frame sharp, crisp, and punchy. It's perfect for action, sci-fi, or stylized visuals where clarity is everything. Think fast motion, dramatic lighting, and a modern blockbuster feel. The Panavision DXL2 takes that sharpness and adds elegance. It gives you a massive, large format look that instantly feels premium. Use this when you want your AI images to feel grand, cinematic, and larger than life, perfect for luxury, epic storytelling, or high-budget vibes. Now we move into personality. IMAX is all about scale. This is cinema meant to overwhelm you. Huge frames, insane depth, total immersion. Choose IMAX if you want your visuals to feel powerful, dramatic, and unforgettable. On the other end, the Arri Flex 16 SR is pure nostalgia. It's grainy, imperfect, and emotional. This camera is perfect for moody, retro, or memory-like visuals. If you want your AI image to feel raw, personal, and artistic, this is the one. If the camera is the quality, the lens decides how the image feels. If you want a crystal clear, sharp image where every detail pops, you go with Zeiss Ultra Primes or Arri Signature Primes. They are clean. They don't distort the world. They just show it perfectly. Now, if you want soul, you look at the JDC X-Tau Express. These are vintage gems that combine legendary cut glass with specialized Japanese elements. They create a painterly, soulful look with beautiful blue flares. It's why they were used in Star Wars and Ex Machina. If you want that same warmth but with a bit more modern reliability, the Cooke S4s are famous for the Cooke look, a smooth, creamy way of rendering skin. If you want a nostalgic 1970s dreamlike glow, you grab the Canon K35. They're legendary for their soft, romantic feel. You know those horizontal blue flares and that stretched cinematic look? That's anamorphic. Lenses like the Hawk V-Lite or the Panavision C-Series squeeze the image to give you that epic widescreen feeling you see in theaters. Sometimes we want to get weird. The Lens Baby creates a sweet spot of focus surrounded by blur. The Petzval and Helios lenses create a swirly background that looks like a painting. It's pure art. And if you need to see the eyeballs of an ant or the texture of a watch, the Laowa Macro, specifically their probe lens, can go where no other lens fits. Now, how do we use these tools? This is where focal length and aperture come in. 8mm and 14mm wide angle. This is for the big picture. It captures the whole room or a massive landscape. It makes things feel vast. 35mm and 50mm normal. This is how the human eye sees. It feels natural, grounded, and real. Aperture is like the pupil of your eye. It controls light and focus. f1.4, the portrait look. The subject is sharp, but the background is a beautiful blurry mess. We call this bokeh. f4, a middle ground. Sharp subject, but you can still see where they are. F11, the everything look. From the person standing in front of you to the mountains in the distance, everything is sharp. Now that we know our cameras and lenses, we're going to do some live tests to see the actual difference while trying. We will use one prompt and 4 different camera settings to see how different each image turns out. The only thing that changes is the gear. Watch how the soul of the image shifts with every click. First, we want the most realistic, sharp, and expansive image possible. We're going for total precision. The prompt is a person sitting in a dimly lit library, warm lamplight on their face, blue twilight through the window. Now we are choosing Sony Venice, Zeiss Ultra Prime lens, 14mm focal length, and f11. By adding Sony Venice and 14mm, we told the AI to push the walls back and show us the whole room. Because we added f11, look how sharp the books in the background are. There's no blur here, just pure high-res reality. We're going to use this same image for other camera settings too so that you can see the difference clearly. Now, let's make it personal. We want that famous Hollywood glow. This time I'm choosing ARRI Alexa 35, Cooke S4 lens, 50mm and f1.4 aperture. Notice how the vibe changed. The ARRI Alexa tag makes the skin look soft and alive. The 50mm lens brought us closer, and that f1.4 aperture completely melted the background into a beautiful blur. That's how you focus the audience's attention. What if we want drama and those cool lens flares? We go anamorphic. Red V Raptor, JDC Extal Express, 35mm and f4. Look at those blue streaks coming off the lamp. That's the JDC Extal Express at work. The red V Raptor keeps the image looking sharp and modern, but the lens gives it that soul and widescreen stretch you see in big-budget sci-fi. Finally, let's go back in time. We want this to feel like a dream. We're going to use a legendary combo. Now, we are choosing ARRI Flex 16, ARS Helios lens, 14mm and f4. Look at the edges of the frame. See how the blur seems to swirl around the person? That's the Helios signature. And because of the camera, the image has a texture that feels like an old movie. It's not perfect, but it's full of emotion. So now you've actually seen the difference. This is exactly why guessing presets doesn't work in Cinema Studio. Once you understand what each option is doing, you're no longer clicking randomly, you're designing the image on purpose. If you're using Higgsfield to create cinematic visuals, whether for AI influencers, thumbnails, reels, or storytelling, this knowledge gives you full creative control. I'd recommend opening Cinema Studio right now, recreate these combinations, and feel the difference yourself. If this guide helped you understand cameras and lenses without the technical headache, hit like, subscribe, and let me know what part you want to deep dive on next.